What's up, guys? All good things must come to an end, and for the New England Patriots fans, that unfortunately means their dynasty days. What Tom Brady and Bill Belichick have accomplished together since 2001 is nothing short of remarkable. 9 Super Bowl appearances, 6 Lombardi Trophies, not one losing season since Brady took over as the starting QB. Millions of Patriots haters and those who just want to see somebody else win just have to be patient. Eventually, the Patriots dynasty will come to an end. There's a good reason to think that it could end in the foreseeable future, but future Patriots fans also have reason to believe that it can last a few years longer. Well, we're simply here to explore both sides of the story. I'm Jason Biondo, and today we present 5 reasons why the Patriots dynasty will keep going and 5 reasons why it'll fall apart now. And don't forget to leave your video ideas down below. We'll be looking, and if we choose your idea, we're going to give you a shout out in the video. Don't forget to subscribe to TPS and put on your notifications because we post videos every single day. Every day's a new video. That's right, every single day, so subscribe. And a big shout out to Gun Bunch WK for suggesting this video. Number 5, keep going because the backfield. The Patriots have always had a strong rushing offense under Bill Belichick. The list of quality running backs that have produced in the system go on and on. Corey Dillon, Kevin Falk, BenJarvus Green-Ellis, Dion Lewis, James White, Sony Michel, among many others, of course. The Patriots are always getting premium production out of their running backs, and as long as the position stays strong, this team will always have a chance to win. The short screen passes and check downs to James White are so simple, yet so effective. Though Tom Brady has undoubtedly been the anchor of the Patriots offense, it was really the rushing game that took over in the 2018 postseason. And as great as Brady was in Super Bowl 51 against the Atlanta Falcons, you can make a case that White was the true MVP of the game. With or without Brady, the Patriots rushing game won't stop producing under Belichick and Josh McDaniels. Even if the Patriots can't find a great successor when Brady retires, the next QB in Foxborough will have it easy with this powerful ground game. Number 5, fall apart because problems at wide receiver. Julian Edelman is still Tom Brady's most trusted target, but 2019 marks his age 33 season. Edelman came around during the postseason as usual, but you can't help but wonder how much more prime years he has in that body. The fact he suffered an ACL tear in 2017 that caused him to miss the entire year is also alarming. Even if Edelman plays at a high level for 2 or 3 more years, well, who else is going to catch passes? Belichick moved out Brandon Cooks, who was a premier star in their offense for 1 year. They haven't found a replacement for playoff performer Danny Amendola. Nobody knows what's in store for Josh Gordon either. Also, many of Belichick's wide receiver draft picks have failed mightily. As great as he is, the man does have his weaknesses. So once Edelman's game inevitably declines, who's going to catch the passes? The Patriots have always relied on these quick, elusive route runners and slot receivers throughout their dynasty run. But if Belichick can't stock up at the position soon, the Patriots offense will be in a lot of trouble down the road, and it could mean the end of their dynasty. Number 4, keep going because state of the AFC East. Patriots fans hate hearing it, but a lot of their success must be attributed to that absolutely horrible AFC East division. You know, the one that features 3 of the NFL's worst franchises in the 21st century. Yes, and one of those teams is mine. The Dolphins have made the playoffs twice since 2002, and their last playoff win came in 2000. The Buffalo Bills only ended an 18-year postseason drought in 2017. The New York Jets have been, well, the Jets. Now Bills and Jets fans will tell you that they're optimistic about the direction of their respective teams. Buffalo has a championship-level defense with a young quarterback to build around in Josh Allen. The Jets added Le'Veon Bell to help out QB Sam Darnold, and the defense has a lot of promises with Leonard Williams and Jamal Adams. But both the Bills and Jets are still a couple of years away from contending again, maybe even longer. The Dolphins are just beginning a full-scale rebuild now. They cut ties to Ryan Tannehill and hired Brian Flores as the new head coach, but they just got Josh Rosen, so things are looking up. But it's still going to take plenty of time before the Finns are relevant again. The way the AFC East is set up right now, the Pats are in prime contention to rule it for a minimum of 2 or 3 more years. That's more than enough time for them to, keep being a dynasty. So, we'll see. Number 4, fall apart because Gronk's retirement. There is no replacing future Hall of Fame inductee Rob Gronkowski, who was one of the most unstoppable forces during his 9 NFL seasons. Even when Gronk had worn down in the 2018 season, he was still making the huge plays, especially in the AFC Championship and in Super Bowl 53. It's not just Gronk the playmaker that the Patriots will miss. His superb run blocking was also pure domination, and the O-line takes a bit of a hit without him now. Not only that, but Gronkowski's humble and lovable locker room personality will also be missed by the Patriots. We all hear stories about former Patriots players getting tired of the strict policies in Foxborough. Gronk wasn't afraid to be himself, and Belichick seemed to be okay with it, more often than not. You simply don't replace a guy like Gronkowski on or off the field. Tom Brady is without the best weapon he's ever had. Good luck finding the NFL's next great tight end. His name is George Kittle, and he resides in San Francisco. Number 3. 3, keep going because Josh McDaniels. The Patriots got very lucky when McDaniels backed out of the Indianapolis Colts head coaching job at the last minute back in 2018. The brilliant offensive genius decided to stick around in Foxborough after all, which some interpreted as a successful plan for when Belichick decides to leave, if he ever does. But even if Belichick is planning to stay here for the next 10 years, having McDaniels stick around changes everything. Though Emperor Palpatine gets most of the credit, nobody can take away what McDaniels has done here in Foxborough. McDaniels got good production out of Jimmy Garoppolo while Tom Brady was suspended in 2016. He's always found ways to dial up the right plays for all of his players. Julian Edelman throwing touchdown passes in playoff games, flea flickers to Chris Hogan in the 2016 AFC Championship game, only McDaniels. Brady will have this offensive guru for the remainder of his career. And at this point, why doubt McDaniels' ability to groom the next QB in Foxborough? If McDaniels keeps on rolling with Brady's eventual successor, then the dynasty isn't going anywhere. Number 3, fall apart because shape of the defense. The Patriots have gotten by with a bend-don't-break defense during the 2010s. They sure give up a good chunk of yards, but they don't allow many points. And the unit will always come up with big sacks and turnovers when needed. But at the same time, this is a defense that got picked apart by Patrick Mahomes in the AFC title game, and by Nick Foles in Super Bowl 52. So despite a tremendous performance in the Super Bowl against the Rams, we can't just assume that this defense will remain in prime shape for several more years. Devin McCourty contemplated retirement after his age 31 season. His production should begin to drop off a bit. And once he leaves, who will be the new captain of that group? Stephon Gilmore remains elite, but how many good years does he have left? And the Patriots' pass rush is actually one of the worst in the NFL. It just came around for those 2 big playoff games. Losing Trey Flowers sure hurts them quite a bit. The front 7 isn't as dominant as it used to be. The secondary lacks playmakers outside of McCourty and Gilmore, who could both start slowing down very soon. If anything, it's reasonable to think that this defense could hold back the Patriots from winning more Super Bowls. Number 2, keep going because management and ownership. Teams like the New York Yankees, Pittsburgh Steelers, and Green Bay Packers have very long winning histories. It all starts at the top with smart and stable ownership along with world-class team management. Now the Patriots haven't been winning for a half a century like these other teams, but under Robert Kraft's ownership, the Patriots have become one of the biggest winners in sports. He's provided the right resources for Belichick, and on top of that, Kraft doesn't try to get too involved in the personnel decision. He wisely lets Belichick do his business. Well, Kraft's children are going to take over the team someday. We're sure Jonathan and co have learned plenty of lessons from their father over the years. Like when you get a massage, do it at home. And if he follows his father's blueprints as an NFL owner, Jonathan should see this team continue its winning ways when he eventually takes over. And even if Belichick were to retire in the near future, you know he's not going to just get up and leave. He'd ensure that the coaching staff and front office are in good hands, with people he trusts most. Then again, who said Belichick is about to retire? So long as the Patriots continue to do everything right in terms of management and ownership, the winning culture won't be going away, and thus the dynasty will continue. Number 2, fall apart because competition in the AFC. Luckily for the Patriots, Peyton Manning is long retired. Only the Sheriff and his Denver Broncos were capable of preventing the Patriots from winning the AFC Championship, dating back to the 2013 season. The Patriots cruised to 3 straight AFC titles after Manning's retirement, winning 2 of the 3 Super Bowls they played in. But unfortunately for Tom Brady and company, the rest of the AFC is actually relevant again. The Kansas City Chiefs might be the new kings of the conference. They would have beaten the Patriots in the AFC title game if Dee Ford lined up a few inches back. Patrick Mahomes at this stage in his career is better than 41-year-old Tom Brady. 50 touchdowns speak for itself. But it's not just the Chiefs that will dominate the AFC. The Los Angeles Chargers should stay in contention as long as Phillip Rivers is still playing. I know, the Cleveland Browns look pretty good to us, especially now that they've added Odell Beckham Jr. The Baltimore Ravens, Indianapolis Colts, and Houston Texans look pretty good as well. The Patriots won't be able to rely on more offside calls to get by in the AFC any longer. They have to face teams with elite young quarterbacks and physically punishing defenses. At some point, there has to be a changing of the guard. And the problem for the Patriots is that at least 5 teams in the conference seem capable of taking over as the new kings of the AFC. Number 1, keep going because Bill Belichick. You can make a case that 2018 was the finest year of Bill Belichick's legendary tenure in Foxborough. With a slightly regressing Tom Brady past his prime Rob Gronkowski and inconsistent defense, Belichick coached the Pats to a 6th Super Bowl. In their 3 playoff wins, the Patriots had to play 3 teams with superior records. Pretty cool stuff. If Belichick could cruise to another Super Bowl with an 11-win Patriots team that certainly wasn't as dominant as past years, then why should we doubt his ability to keep this dynasty going? Worried about Tom Brady retiring? So what? The Patriots are 14-6 without him since 2008. They went 11-5 with Matt Castle in 2008. Belichick always replaces his stars who bolt for other teams. Even when key players from his current group leave in the near future, he'll still probably find someone better in the 5th to 7th rounds. Or he'll sign some undrafted nobody and turn him into a star. As long as Belichick stays in Foxborough, the Patriots will always have a chance to win more Super Bowls. Number 1. Fall apart because Brady's time is almost up. To some, Tom Brady is a system quarterback. To others, Brady is more responsible for the Patriots dynasty and overall success than anyone else, including Coach Belichick. But no matter how you feel about both sides, here's one undeniable fact. Tom Brady is entering his age 42 season in 2019. The fact that he's been able to play at a high level this late in his career is astonishing. But if you paid close attention to his play in 2018 and all the fancy data stuff, it's clear that Brady regressed a little bit, hence why the Patriots were doing more running plays and check down passes. Brady says he wants to play until 45. But we have our doubts. His body can't absorb those hits so easily anymore. His wife Giselle confessed that he has suffered concussions throughout his career. And at some point you do wonder if Brady will suddenly decide it's not worth risking his body to keep playing, when he has a wife and 3 kids to care for. And when Brady retires, which will be soon, how will Belichick replace this guy? You might find somebody with a similar skill set. But you don't replace Brady's hunger, competitive edge, leadership, and more importantly, his clutch factor. You just don't. It could also take Belichick and McDaniels a few years to properly mentor Brady's successor. That can mean a few years of rebuilding and thus the end of a dynasty while Patrick Mahomes, Baker Mayfield, and Deshaun Watson compete for AFC supremacy. Brady's age is easily the one thing that should scare Patriots fans most. It won't be long until he eventually has to hang them up, and the dynasty will likely unravel quite a bit once that day comes. When do you think the Patriots dynasty will end? Join me in the comment section below. Make sure to follow myself and TPS on social media. We post great content all the time. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post videos every single week, and they're really entertaining, so if you want more of me, then you should go there. Make sure to subscribe to TPS because we post videos every single day. Sports videos every day. Why would you not want that? Come on, subscribe. If you like this video, give it a like. It takes one click right down there. Smash that like button or tap it. Just be nice to it. Who cares? Of course, thank you so much for watching. I'm Jason Biondo, and I'll see you next time.
My knee.